What's up guys, my name is Jellyfoot5 and welcome back to an episode of the Tenerife Career Mode. Before we do get into this episode, if you haven't done so already, please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that notification button so you never miss a video. We start off today's episode with a victory as we face a simulation against Real Zaragoza, a team that previously came up from the second division in Spain and have made themselves into the main leagues. Unfortunately, it hasn't really seemed to work out in their favour as much as they find themselves right down the bottom of the table, but we were still able to get the result with Marcel Ruiz getting the only goal in the 43rd minute to be able to claim all 3 points in the first game of the episode. Moving forward, after that first victory in this episode, Kouassi has mentioned that he is very happy to be back in the starting lineup. It's hard to be able to rotate, and it's always hard to keep people happy because I feel like players have a lot of demands in terms of the contracts and the role that they actually want to play within the club. And if you don't want them, basically they just won't do it. They just won't accept the deal. So you have to sometimes put them on a higher role. But we'll try and get them in as much as possible. But it's very hard with the fixtures that we have got going ahead. We start our first game that we are playing. It's Real Valencia. A team that's not doing too bad in fairness. They've been pretty steady over the season and they're doing alright, so it's going to be a tough game I think in fairness, but I'm looking forward to it. We're still in good form. I feel like we've had a good season in fairness and we're doing the right things, especially in our first season. But this is the lineup: Malagon in goal, Melo, Palacio, Spiliers and Rodriguez, Liso, Rig, Ruiz and Herrera, Alvarez just ahead, and then we've got Geraldo Becker as the lone striker. I'm still very unsure on the side in fairness, and I know it's very hard to say because we've only had 2 seasons, but we've still got a lot of improvement to go in terms of the attacking wise, because I feel like we're lacking in a lot of fields on the wing still, and it's just really annoying. But we'll get there in the end, that's for sure. But we'll focus on this game here and now as they get a great chance here in the 7th minute. Malagon forced into a top save as Cabral tested him on that particular opportunity, and Cabral's causing some big problems for the defence, it seems to be, as Rodriguez now with a chance with Malagon forced into a save. He's been really good in these first 10 minutes or so. We have been it's hard to get out of our own area, to be honest, and as you can see, the passing isn't up to scratch at the same time. Calvin Phillips playing for the Spanish outfit, which is really interesting to see because that is something that I did not see, the ex-City and West Ham man, as they got a chance here. Cabral once again, it's a great turn, but it's an even better save. Malagon on his toes, 3 saves in 13 minutes, goes to show how much he's importance in between the sticks as Cesar Herrera tries to get something going, but just lacks so much creativity on that right hand side. He's got no pace, he's got no real agility about him whatsoever, and he's really frustrating me in fairness on that right hand side. But I've got no other reason but to play him because I don't really have anyone else apart from himself and Cruz. So yeah, it's a tough one in fairness, but we'll keep on going. 20 minutes into the game, we might have a chance here as an interception was made as Geraldo Becker plays it out to the left hand side of Adrian Liso. Back to Becker it goes into this great opportunity, and it's an even better goal. Tenerife take the lead then. A brilliant effort from Geraldo Becker and a 1-0 as things stand. And what an effort that is, and he's just been amazing us all season in fairness. I knew it would be a good signing, but I never knew that he'd be able to reach these sort of capabilities and be able to match the scoring of some of the top strikers in the league, and that's definitely what he's doing. It's another fabulous finish there as he takes it on his right, he curls it, he knows what he's doing straight away as he picks up the ball, into the top corner it goes, and a super goal for Geraldo Becker from the assist from Adrian Liso. Really happy with that effort because we haven't really been in this game. The opposition have definitely created more in terms of an offensive or view, so when you're able to take your chance that is offered to you, it's really interesting, to be honest. 25 minutes into the game, Chris Rigg makes a great interception. I have to say, he's been playing out of his skin recently. He's been so just vital in that middle of the play, and it's spined to an attack here, as you can see, as Carlos Alvarez picks it out on the right-hand side. Another player in form as he finds Ruiz, and he nearly gets his goal there. Top save from Dani Caderas, the ex-Levante goalkeeper. Pulling it out for a corner kick there as Adrian Liso steps over the corner. Ball whips into the area. Becker is there. He can't latch onto it. Falls out to Cesar Herrera, who nods it onto Rig. He's going to fancy his chances. The shot is blocked. Still falls up in the air. We could get it back ourselves into possession. Herrera winning the header, finding Spiliers there as we look to go back to go forward. Rodriguez now ping it out to the right. Cesar Herrera's got a chance to make a move at this there, as you can see, as there's play in the middle. Chris Rig being one of them. Also Ruiz at the same time. Rig just trying to hold the ball up and not lose it. Ruiz could fancy his chances, and he has done so, and his chances have evolved in a goal. It's 2-0 to Tenerife on this particular occasion, and 2 absolute bangers. Ruiz Ruiz with the goal on this particular one, and Marcel Ruiz, a monster goals there. He's not normally the most kind of frequent goal scorer, but what a finish that is, and what an effort to be able to put your side 2-0 up, and a great start to the first half. Looking back on that one, he has no hesitation to hit it, and he's found the back of the net so easily on that moment. Danny Caderas left completely hopeless in that particular occasion, where Ruiz has left so much time to shoot. He's taken his chance, and what an effort that is into the top corner. Nobody's getting nowhere near that one whatsoever, and we have taken a 2-0 lead. So what came to be a slow start has kind of been a good end to the first half, in fairness, but we've still got a few minutes left. Things could change here as De Frutos picks it out there in the middle as he finds Garcia. Back to Rodriguez. It's a great opportunity, and an even better save from Malagon as he stretched out. Cabral looks to pick up the pieces though, but Melo with the tackle, and it goes out for a corner kick there. James Rodriguez there. What a name that is. A player that's played for many clubs, Real Madrid being one of them. A superstar at the World Cup in 2016, but it just didn't really seem to evolve from there, unfortunately. But he's still a solid player, I have to say. But a great goal now going to, because they have got a goal just before half time. Cabral's had plenty of chances but in this particular half, and this time he has taken one on his left peg there, putting it into the back of the net. I'd have thought, in all fairness, that Madigan would have saved that in that moment, but I guess it's close range. It's a decent ball into the box. It's a simple pass into the player, and it's an easy goal. And it is now 2-1 into the second half. I'd say that's deserved for the opposition, in fairness, because we definitely have been second best in a lot of fields. We've just been lucky with the chances it's given us, but this might change here. They're starting the second half nice and strong. De Frutos now with an opportunity. Melo tries to get the tackle in, and he does. Looks to play it out to the left-hand side for Adrian Liso. There's not many people ahead of him, so he looks to switch sides with Rodriguez there as he nods it onto his teammate, Cesar Herrera. Herrera bursting down the line, finding Alvarez there as he makes the overlapping run. Alvarez tried to run into the gap, but not successful on that attempt as they pick it up in the middle, and they seem to create something here. As you can see, De Frutos on the ball. He finds Rodriguez. Great ball for Rodriguez to find Cabral. It's a great assist also, because Cabral has converted, and Cabral has got 2 for his side. It's 2-2 on this particular occasion, and this is not good whatsoever. Unfortunately, it's just one of those where we took our chances, and then we've kind of sat back, in fairness, and we've just allowed the pressure, and they've had too many chances not to score, and unfortunately it's been the case now where they've taken their chance and they've got their goal, and now they look the team that could be on potentially to be able to get a victory. It's just so hard to be able to stop them in this moment, but we tried to stop them with the tackle there, but it looks to be that Chris Rigg will be going into the book, and he will be issued a fair and square yellow card. Substitution to be made there. Triple sub Diarras and Hadji and Pereira on for Rigg, Becker and Alvarez. Try to change up the options in terms of the attacking wise to see what we can do, but free kick there for the opposition as the ball is whipped into the area. Rodriguez wins the header, and we could stem an attack here as Pereira finds Cruz there. Great stuff from Cruz to be able to get forward as he runs into the gap, but he is denied on that particular occasion, and now the opposition look to go ahead and create some sort of opportunity for themselves here as Garcia picks it up. Great interception from Spiliers, but they still remain in possession here. Now a chance for his teammate there as Rodriguez picks it out. He finds Cabral. He scored 2. Could he get 3? He puts it himself into the air. It's a great turn, it has to be said. He passed it to his teammate, and how that's not gone in, I am not too sure. But a full-time whistle has been blown in the end. A 2-2 game. I guess that's fair. We just didn't really create anything in the second half, in fairness, and the first half, the 2 chances that we had is what we took. So it's a frustrating one because we feel like we should be winning that, but at the same time, it's one of those where you kind of feel like we faced a better team, and we still come out with something. So on that particular occasion, it's not too bad, but I'm still annoyed that we wasn't able to get the victory. But we was able to get a victory in our next simulation game as we faced Espanyol, a 3-2 victory of Guerrero, Alvarez and Becker all getting on the score sheet to be able to solidify the win. They did try to come back in the 89th minute, and look at that striker pairing, Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Patrick Bamford there. Great British striking pairing there, as you can see. Really interesting to see. Adrian Guerrero is happy with his playtime. Thanks for listening to what I had to say, as he wanted to play in that particular match. No problem, Guerrero. I feel like he's been pretty solid throughout, in fairness, and he's always been a reliable player that's not really got that technical ability to play all the games. In our third game of the episode, we face Osasuna at home, a team that's been doing pretty well this season, in fairness, a team that was actually kind of above us at one point, and we struggled in the away leg against them where it was a draw. It was a fair draw, in fairness, and they've had a very good season. They're just on the cusp of European places. They're just behind us at this moment in time, but there's no saying and there's no denying that they've had a very good season so far. This is the lineup to face Osasuna. Malagon in goal, back 4 of Medrano, Vasquez, Kouassi and Mikic. Going forward, we've got Guerrero, Cameron Akman and Herrera. Pereira just ahead, and then we've got Yanis and Hadji as the lone striker. We've got a big game coming up soon in our Copa de Espana fixture against Barcelona, so that is the reason for the weaker side, but I still reckon they can get the job done and still get the victory against Osasuna. Rob Cameron on the ball then as he finds Guerrero on the left-hand side. Sen Hadji making the run, and Guerrero sees that, as you can see, with Sen Hadji holding up the play, and he does really well to turn his man. He finds an option to find Dylan Pereira, and he does so well. It's Dylan Pereira, and an ace start in this game. 5 minutes into the time, it's Tenerife 1, Osasuna 0. Dylan Pereira on the score sheet, and this boy never fails to amaze me, in fairness. He had a great end to the last season in the second division of La Liga, and he's been able to carry that on into the big leagues. He hasn't featured as much as what he would probably like, but at the same time, when called upon, he has always been a solid option for ourselves. A player that obviously we started with, and I've always tried to keep the basis of Tenerife and not be able to kind of make this career mode too silly with just signing players. So I'm glad that we've been able to keep players that were originally at the club, and he's definitely proving one person that keeps his place in this squad, that is for sure. But a great start in this tie. I didn't expect it, that's for sure, but Akman with a solid interception, and this might continue. Herrera finds Dylan Pereira as Pereira strides forward. He finds Sen Hadji there, and a great ball to Sen Hadji, to be honest. He holds the play up. Pereira in support at the same time again, but he just can't seem to get the ball off. Really unlucky at the same time as Vidal makes the interception on the right hand side, but the misplaced pass as Cameron finds Sen Hadji. Now to Pereira. Pereira's got a chance here. He runs into the gap. Surely not. And it is a goal. It's Tenerife 2, Osasuna 0, and Dylan Pereira has got his shooting boots on today, because that's 2 chances he's had and 2 goals for himself. What a moment this is from Dylan Pereira. This is a sublime bit of effort there as he skips past the defender. He makes it look so easy. No one can get near him. It's absolutely brilliant from Dylan, and a superb effort as he wears the captain's armband today. Into the top corner it goes, and he gives us a new 2-0 lead there. 22 minutes into the tie. Osasuna haven't really created that much in terms of an attacking perspective. They're going to look to try and get forward as Mikic tries to stop them in their tracks there. Goes back to Benetto there as he tries to do something on the edge, finding Martinez. Try to get something going. Can they do so now? Toro on the ball, looking like we're trying to push them back, and it's working in our favour, in fairness. If Vidal picks it out on the right hand side, he finds a gap. It's Martinez. Great chance. He fights it back to a teammate though, and it's a great opportunity, and how he's not put that on target, I am not too sure, in fairness, but they are really knocking on the door now. Them 2 goals have sort of given them the G-up that they needed, and the kind of kick that they need to be able to get on in this game and get themselves a goal to be able to fight. And this might be the chance here, as you can see. It's a great effort, and that is a superb effort, and that is a goal. It's Tenerife 2, Osasuna 1. They've been knocking on the door slightly ever since Dylan Pereira got his second goal, and it's resulted in a goal, and what a goal it is. Looking at that one, there's no stopping that. He takes his effort by skipping into the gap, tried to block the shot, but it was unsuccessful, and Malagon has got no hope of saving that one as he's a little bit off his line, and as you can see, I don't think he really expects it, in fairness. Into the top corner it goes. It's poor positioning from the keeper, but at the same time, I think even if he positioned himself right, there was no way he was going to be able to get to that one, and Osasuna have really gained some momentum now after getting that goal, and they've got a chance, but Guerrero with the interception there on the left hand side. He's got Sen Hadji in support at the same time, and he finds his teammate there. Strong challenge there from Disarcy, but a free kick has been given, and now we've got a chance from the free kick to play it short and create an opportunity. We do play it short. It's Rob Cameron. He's got a great chance, and that is a thumping effort there, but the keeper seems to save that nice and comfortably, and it goes out for a corner kick. Into the second half we now go as Osasuna get themselves kick-started. They're going to want to get themselves a goal, but at the same time we're going to want to get a goal as well, so we're going to be both fighting for our place as Herrera makes a solid interception, finding Sen Hadji. He's got a great chance here, Sen Hadji, as he skips past the defender. It's a great chance, and the post denies him on that occasion. He's done so well to get into that position, but the post denies him. Really unlucky, it has to be said, but not to be on that particular occasion, as we're still fighting on. 62 minutes into the second half, and a great interception from Rob Cameron there as he finds Dylan Pereira. Pereira striding forward, Sen Hadji in support at the same time. Pereira takes it upon himself. He's on a hat-trick, bearing in mind, but he can't convert that particular chance as Osasuna clear their lines only as far as Mikic, who wins the header. Cameron to Akman. Akman on the right hand side to Herrera. Great opportunity for the ball to be played in. It's Sen Hadji. It's a great chance, and it just strays just wide there on that particular occasion, not to be, and we're still looking for that third. So Osasuna looking for their second. They're going to want to get themselves back into the game, but the second half has been very poor for the opposition. No chances created, but could they get one here? Could they put the spanner in the works and get a point? And it would be a well-earned point at the same time, fighting back from 2 goals down, and Madagon forced into the save from long range as Mikic looks to pick up the pieces and get that one clear. But that was it in that game. Full time had been blown. Tenerife 2, Osasuna 1. It was a good game. I feel like it was a a better way of looking at it because we had a weaker team that we played. So knowing that we made so many changes in for our cup game against Barcelona, I feel like that's put us in a good position to be able to have the fitness. And we've had some players that have shone today. One of them being Dylan Pereira, 2 goals from himself. And then, you know what, it was a very, very good fixture for ourselves. Big 3 points and a big win against Osasuna. Here we go though, this is the big one, and this is the one we've been waiting for. The second leg of this semi-final in the Copa de Espana against Barcelona, and this is the away fixture this time. Last time out, it was a 1-1 draw thanks to the efforts of Yanis and Hadji getting a late goal to be able to give us a fighting chance in the second leg. It's going to be a very tough game, but we're all for the fight, that is for sure. We could be facing Leganes or Cadiz in the final of the Copa de Espana. I'm really looking forward to this one. It's going to be a great game, I have to say. This is the lineup: Malagon, Melo, Spiliers, Palacio, Rodriguez, Liso, Rig, Ruiz. Onto the right hand side we have got Cruz. Then we're finding onto the attacking options we've got Alvarez, and who else but Geraldo Becker. Really looking forward to this one. It's going to be a nervy game, but we are up for it and we're going to fight to get ourselves into our first cup final as manager of Tenerife there, as Barcelona get themselves kick-started. They're going to be looking to start the game nice and strong here as Rafinha picks it out on the right hand side. We know what he can do is he's got so much pace in his kind of in his locker. It's unbelievable in fairness. But Lewandowski now to Ansu Fati. Great start from Barcelona, getting forward straight away as Ansu Fati picks it up. He's got a great chance to stride forward. He finds Robert Lewandowski there. It's a great effort, and that effort has resulted in a goal. It's only taken them 4 minutes to do so, but Barcelona take the lead to be able to have it where it's 2-1 on aggregate and get themselves ahead. And who else but Robert Lewandowski? He's so hard to stop even in his old age. He seems to be able to define everybody else and still get the goals that he needs to get, and it is a solid finish into the back of the net to be able to put his side ahead there as we get ourselves kicked off. Still got plenty of time, no panic setting in just yet as Carlos Alvarez looks to stride forward. Needs support though, as you can see, but a foul being committed from Kobe Mainu, and that should be a yellow card in fairness from the referee. I'd hope to think so at the same time, and yes, it's going to be, yes, a yellow card has been issued and Mainu into the book very early on in this tie as Becker plays it short from the free kick, finding Cruz. Cruz has got an option to play it over. It's a great ball, but no one can latch onto it as Lewandowski picked it out, finding Rafinha on the right hand side. Barcelona intend to hit this on the counter, but a good interception there as Melo looks to find Ruiz, and he does. Ruiz getting past the midfield. That's a great turn. He finds Alvarez. Alvarez is in here, and Alvarez can't convert. Really good save from Tersagan in that opportunity, and they do still keep their lead in this tie as we look to close down the defenders and put the pressure on them to see if they'd make a mishap up high in the field there, but they don't seem to do so. And Ansu Fati striding forward, Rafinha in support. They look to be splitting us apart as the back four just doesn't look to see to be in line as Melo looks to try and hold him up, and he does well to do so in fairness, but they've still got a great chance to create here as Kobe Mainu on the ball finding Rafinha. Great passing as Lewandowski once again. He's got one. Could he get two? He can't seem to do so, but Ansu Fati might be able to do so, and that is a solid save from Malagon, I have to say. All the pressure coming from Barcelona early on in this tie, but it's not to be on that occasion as we still continue on as we look to go forward, but a misplaced pass from Alvarez as Stegen clears his lines, looks to pick up the pieces. Palacio wins the header from Lewandowski there, but Alvarez is too small to win the header back, unfortunately so. As Barcelona get in possession once again, it's so hard to stop them off the ball. As you can see, they move it so quickly, so fast. It's so hard to be able to stop them in this moment. So many quick, agile players, but a solid challenge there from Palacio, intercepting the play, finding Melo on the left-hand side. Liso looks to stride forward, and this is a tough tie, it has to be said. Could we create something? Liso now finding the gap to find Geraldo Becker, and he runs into the gap perfectly. Becker's got the pace, Becker's got the time. He hasn't got that one, but he has on the second game, and he has got the rebound. It's Carlos Alvarez that gets the rebound to give his side a fighting chance. It's Barcelona 1, Tenerife 1, and it is also 2-2 on aggregate, and this is shaping up to be a mega fixture, I have to say. Wasn't expecting that from the rebound. Geraldo Becker are lucky on the first attempt as Stegen makes a solid save. It was lucky that Alvarez was onside and nobody was round him to be able to poke it past the keeper. Still a tough angle to be able to get it in from, and Stegen, if he would have been that slightly a bit quicker, would have got to the ball there as he was very close in an initial chance, but not to be on that particular occasion as Barcelona get themselves kicked off. They still know they've got a fighting chance in this game with the people they've got in this side. It's no doubt that they can get themselves back into that game, but Melo with a strong interception finding Adrian Liso. Could we now have some momentum behind us? Could we now stem some chances? I'm not too sure. Spiliers finding Ruiz in the middle. Ruiz striding forward there as he runs into the gap, and he does so well to do so. He's got so much pace in his locker, and he squares it to Becker, and an open goal presents himself, and it's Barcelona that are trailing in this tie. It's Barcelona 1, Tenerife 2, and it is now 3-2 to Tenerife on aggregate. This is shaping up to be a massive tie, and what a tie it is, and we've taken the lead for the first time thanks to the efforts of Geraldo Becker. What a run that was from Ruiz. If he weren't to do that, then none of this would have been created, but Becker was open in space, he was onside, and the keeper had no chance there from such a close range to be able to get over back into position and save the opportunity. But what a goal and what a moment, and we take the lead into the second half. We now go, and it's just about being able to preserve that lead and be able to go forward, but we still need to present some sacking opportunities, that's for sure. Alvarez on the ball, finding Ruiz, trying to see if we can kind of maintain the performance that we had from the first half into the second, as Ruiz finds Cruz, now to Alvarez on the right hand side, could get the ball in, he does get the ball in, it's Becker, but he just can't seem to get the shot off. Really unlucky, it has to be said, as Barcelona look to go up the other end and see create an opportunity for themselves. Rafinha using his pace and skill to get past players, and he does so well, in fairness, finding Ansu Fati. Couldn't even get my words up there, as you can see, a little bit of a voice break. Fati carrying on, it's Lewandowski there, trying to see if he can stride forward. Lewandowski, now Rafinha, now Ansu Fati. Great chance, but a good block at the same time as Spiliers finds Melo on the left-hand side. Melo going down the line to Liso, but Liso loses out on play, and that's a poor loss to be able to make it at such high in the field, and it's Lewandowski, and you do not present those chances to such a big side like Barcelona. Not at all. It's Barcelona 2, Tenerife 2, and it is 3-3 on aggregate. This is a mental game, isn't it? It's unbelievable. Unfortunately, though, when you make mistakes like that at the same time, it's so hard to be able to kind of come back from that, and it's one of those where they've got such a good side that that's the stuff that sort of happens. Malagon was left helpless in that particular opportunity, and unfortunately we are now level with 72 minutes on the clock. Can we get ourselves back into the game? Can we get ourselves another goal? Cruz finding Alvarez on the right hand side, ball whipped into the air, it's Geraldo Becker, he takes it past the defenders, it's a great opportunity, and De Stegen fully kind of committed to that save there, as you can see, as Barcelona look to play it out from the back and create their own opportunities. Rafinha looks to get past the defenders, but he has to go back to go forward, but he does so well. Advantage being played after Liso clattering into him, but we do make an interception in the middle there as Brig makes a solid interception. Cruz on the right hand side, he could find Alvarez, it's a great ball to Alvarez, he nods it onto Becker, he's open, and he's got the goal. It's Barcelona that are trailing for another time in this fixture. It's Barcelona 2, Tenerife 3, and it is 4-4 on aggregate, and Geraldo Becker gets himself another goal in this side. Unbelievable stuff. What is going on? Really, really happy with that. Geraldo Becker with a solid finish. Didn't expect that whatsoever as for Alvarez to win the header initially, as he's quite a small fella, but he's been able to rise above the defenders and get his goal to take the lead once again there. Substitutions to be made there as we look to freshen up the side, with Moreno coming on for Adrian Liso, Rig coming off the pitch for Keanu Dyer, and that just be able to kind of shape up an attacking and midfield options with 4 minutes left on the clock. Could Barcelona get a victory? Could they still get themselves back into the game to put ourselves to extra time? The ball is whipped in, it's Sesko now, but he just couldn't get it off on the shot there, as you can see, as Malagon plays it out from the back. 2 minutes left, waiting for additional time to be mentioned. Dyer finds Moreno on the left hand side, just trying to get up the pitch and waste some time as he finds Geraldo Becker, as Becker looks to hold up the play, looks to reach a 90 now. We're waiting for the additional time, only +1 on the clock as Becker loses out, but he does win the throw in, and surely at this moment in time we're able to run down the clock and get ourselves our first Copa de Espana final as our Tenerife manager there, as he passes it onto the throw-in. Moreno picks it out on the left-hand side. We're waiting for the full-time whistle to be blown. He tries to get into the area, as you can see, and he does really well to do so. He tries to get the shot off, he can't do so. Barcelona clear. Surely now, ref, blow that whistle, and the whistle has been blown. It's Barcelona that have been thumped out of the semi-finals of the Copa de Espana, and it is Tenerife that will be heading to the finals. It's Barcelona 2, Tenerife 3, and Tenerife win 4-3 on aggregate to send themselves to the final and have our first chance of silverware as a manager. What a game. Unbelievable, in fairness. I don't even know what to say. It's just, I never expected that. What a fight from the players. Geraldo Becker getting 2 goals, Alvarez with 1, an utter just fight from the bottom to the top of the pitch. If you were wondering who our opponent's going to be, we will face Cadiz in the final after they came victorious after a 3-2 game. They had to go to penalties and they were able to win 5-4 on penalties after the aggregate was 4-4. So both teams that were in the second division last year have been able to reach the final of the Copa de Espana. That's brilliant. So Cadiz took the title off us in the end. I know we got promoted, but we have our chance, our fighting chance to get our own back and get ourselves a hand on some silverware. Geraldo Becker was awarded the Man of the Match award after that great effort against Barcelona with 2 goals, and he just doesn't fail to amaze us though. What a player, what a man, and another award for his accolades for the season. As we are at the end of the episode, we look at the table, and as you can see, Real Zaragoza right at the bottom. They look to be going back straight into the second division, but Cadiz are not doing too bad whatsoever. They're on 31 points. They're not far off the drop, don't get me wrong, it's only 5 points, but at least there's some improvement made from themselves, and they've been able to kind of work their way up, that's for sure, because it's been a tough old season for teams that come up and go down. It's very, very strange, but there's some top teams there, as you can see. Looking where we are at the table at the moment, we're currently 5th, played 29, won 16, drawn 10 and lost 3, currently sitting on 58 points. Not too bad whatsoever. 4 points clear of Villarreal, 1 point behind Atletico Madrid are in a Champions League place. So I think our realistic aim is probably Europa League or Conference League, but I can't say as of yet, because obviously we're still waiting until the end of the season, because we've got some tough fixtures, so that could all change, but we're going to be awaiting that moment in time. But that is it for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Please like and subscribe for more content, and don't forget to hit that notification button so you never miss a video. Cheers.